Should be on now. Go check, mic check. What's up, guys? We're doing a little testing before we go on. Turn it a little bit.
Check, check.
Check, mic check, mic check. Okay, we're almost ready to go, guys. Be on standby. Another mic test. Go ahead, talking in the microphone, Pony.
Mic test, mic test.
Drew doesn't have one now.
He's on. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, check 1, 2, Pony. Yep.
We got it.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, hold on, let me just remember my notes before I move on.
Oh, your last live when you had the notes up on the screen.
No, I know.
I didn't stop laughing. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? This is John with But It's More Crypto. Today's episode, we're bringing you another live show with Crypto Poppy. Today's agenda, we're gonna be taking a look at all those other coins that we were doing technical analysis on the previous live show. We'll go over that. Another thing we're gonna be going over is we're gonna look at some videos created by, what's the fella's name on X? His username is Appreciator. He's created 3 videos about Flexa and AMP, just telling you more about the project and what they're doing in general, their use case. So that's gonna be great. We'll save that for after the technical analysis videos, and then after that we'll have a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, you can start putting them in the chat right now. Or now you could wait, or if questions come to you as we're doing the show, go ahead, put them in the chat. Or if you guys want us to check any other coins as we're doing technical analysis as well, you guys could do that. So before we get started though, please hit the subscribe button. We're currently at 418 subscribers. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers before the year end, and we're on our way. I mean, the channel's been blowing up like crazy, especially with all the coins moving, and I think a lot of our technical analysis has been on the money, literally on the money. I mean, everything's just going insane. I think we should mention also that Bitcoin finally hit $100,000 yesterday. That deserves some applause. That's beautiful, because after that, you know what happens next when we're waiting for Ethereum to make its move. It seems like Ethereum's been creeping up a little bit, going slowly, working its way up there, nice and steady. But of course, we'll go over that in the technical analysis part of this show. Let me check the live stream, see if any of you are commenting down below. We're gonna get started here pretty soon. Vince, LFG.
Oh, he's back.
I appreciate you, Vince. Let's effing go. I don't want to cuss yet because they're gonna downplay my live stream. I guess that's like a YouTube rule. If you cuss within a certain amount of the video, they'll push it down. So I don't want to do that yet. Just I think maybe like half hour and I'll start doing it. And then we got Drew Drop, hands up.
He's in the building.
He's in the building. And my buddy Juan Pena. Let's go, buddy. We're gonna talk about crypto today. If you guys have any questions, please put them down below. But I think that's enough for my introduction. I'm gonna hand it over to the Crypto King, Crypto Poppy. Let me get off the screen. Go ahead, Crypto Poppy, do your thing.
All right. So we're starting here, Bitcoin paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame, data coming from Coinbase. Like Jonathan said, we did get above $100,000, and we're currently flirting with the $100,000 mark. I'm going to switch to the daily time frame and adjust the chart so we could see exactly when we did. 100,000, 100,000. Yeah, we got over, no, I guess we just did today, yesterday, the day before. But anyways, we made it over 100,000 and we wicked up to $104,000 roughly, just a little bit below 104,000. So we're going to switch over to the weekly time frame and take a look at the chart. So you could see here our trend lines from the top from April 19th, 2021, second touch point, November 8th, 2021, 2 touch points here, just extended that out, and you could see how when we got to it, we wicked above it just briefly, but we also closed right at the trend line. Then the next week opened, we bounced off of the trend line, came down to test it as support before bouncing off of it, and we're currently trying to make our move off of the trend line. So targets for Bitcoin from our bounce from the trend line, just targets in general since we are going to the upside. We have our yellow Fibonacci, which is our overall fib from swing high from November 15th, 2021, which is no longer our swing high, to our swing low right in this area of on November 7th, 2022, and it's just extended out. So our yellow fib is our overall fib. You could tell we met the 618. The 618 is at 102,000, but we did get above that. Like I said, about 104,000, just shy of it. So targets to the upside, which again is our yellow Fibonacci. Next movement would be $155,662.03. Again, that's for the yellow overall fib. Then we have our more recent white Fibonacci extension. Let me adjust the chart so we could see it a little bit better. We have it from our more previous swing high of, what is that, $74,000 roughly, which was March 11th, 2024 of this year. Our swing low for the white Fibonacci is down here at about $49,000, and that occurred on August 5th, 2024, and you could see we've bounced between this Fibonacci, just retesting it as support, resistance, getting slapped down as support down here. Candle bodies are closing on the Fibonacci before we just started to move to the upside. So a more precise movement for Bitcoin next is probably our white fib, which is $114,180.02 as of now. So we could make the chart a little bit smaller, just so you could see it all a little bit more clearly, just in where price is potentially going to go if we continue this parabolic movement and this bull market to the upside. We have $114,000 from our Fibonacci extension. Another spot we could face a little bit of resistance at, or a wick up to, would be $139,000. But overall, I fully expect our next yellow overall Fibonacci to come through at $155,662.03. So we could take a look here. Let's adjust the chart just a little bit so I could get the measuring tool out, because Jonathan likes to know the details.
Yes, I do. I want to see how much.
So all the way up to the yellow Fibonacci would only be 59% movement for Bitcoin, which, how the market's going, we could do a 60% movement in Bitcoin in a weekly candle. We could do that honestly in a daily candle. So we have about 60% movement to the upside, but our in-betweens with our Fibonacci extension from roughly current price to $114,000 roughly, that's only a 17% movement. To the $139,000 mark, that would be a 42% movement. So, you know, when price is up so high, when a value is valued as high as Bitcoin is at $97,000 right now, a 10% movement is enormous. That's a lot. That's a big swing. That's a 10% movement at $97,000 is $9,700. So, you know, it's smaller movements now are going to look a lot bigger. Bitcoin's going to, a 10% movement for Bitcoin from current price would almost put us up here to $114,000, just shy of it. But you know, the smaller percentage of movements, the numbers look a lot bigger when we're pretty much at $100,000. So Bitcoin looks good. I want to show you this bounce up here that occurred here recently that's been propelling us to the upside. On Bitcoin, I want to show you guys on the daily time frame. Right, we have our two touch points here. We have it extended out. We got slapped down, we wicked through, and we're slapped down to close, opened on it, and we've just been pumping above it since then. So let's go from the weekly time frame, which I don't like to do too often, to the daily time frame, and let's just zoom in and take a look at the movement off of the purple trend line. So you can see we come up, we wick above it slightly, next day wick above it, but the candle bodies are closing below it. Wick above it, we finally get some candles to close and open on it and within it, come back down, test it as support for 2 days, and then we start moving. Then you could see we get pulled right back to it when we get too far above it. Start to get pulled to it, pump up, and that same candle wants to get pulled to it. So the purple trend line is a very strong level of support support now to me. It was a strong level of resistance, but now it's a strong level of support as well. Again, looking at it on the daily time frame, let's adjust the chart. Just
a lot of data.
Yeah, it's a lot of data coming in. Each candlestick represents 1 day worth of trading compared to 1 week worth of trading.
It's about 3 years of trading right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, we could go way back,
yeah.
but we can't even see down here.
Yeah.
From what we could see, yes, it's a little over 3 years. So again, our 2 touch points here, extended out right back here years ago, a few years back. We don't think we're ever going to see this movement, right? Bitcoin
Never.
can't get to 100,000.
Never going to happen.
Right? Especially while we're down here. Why would you even have that drawn? But you could see, once we start moving, we move.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I mean, that's all that I have for Bitcoin today.
And 2 live streams ago, we were, I think, in the 70,000 range, right?
Yeah.
And we had that live stream, and then and it's been going, like you said, once it pops, it's not going to stop, and it has not stopped. Do it from the $70,000 range to now.
Let's take a look.
what
Let
we're
me switch
looking at.
back to the weekly.
Since we talked, since that live video, how much has it gone up?
Let's see. So you said it was about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So what? We're
Let's get the measuring tool. So let's see here. So this would be 2, 3.
No, it's probably longer than that. It's like 4 weeks ago now, honestly. Because
Yeah.
it was in the $70,000 range.
Right.
So right before that candle popped.
Yeah, it's probably right in here.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So from there to where we current price is, that's a 41% movement, which is pretty crazy. But then from the swing high up here, I can't get it up. There it is. Yeah, 50% on the dot, pretty much. So yeah, it's been good calls, good breakouts. But again, the Fibonacci has it to where these are precise measured movements, and the Fibonacci is a very old tool that's been around for a very long time. So when we're in a bull market like this, I'll put all my faith in the Fibonacci's, right?
Yes, it seems to. The numbers just follow a certain pattern, and the Fibonacci is that pattern that they follow.
Exactly.
Which is insane, honestly. Even on the bear market, it was kind of following it too. Even I think.
Oh yeah, we could do it to the downside.
Yeah, to the downside, but going on a bull market, it seems like it follows that exact path of the Fibonacci.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is great for us because we have the Fibonacci master over here.
Hey, true. Yeah, because we could call it right here. So we could even say we've got a few bounces. We're back on the weekly time frame. I just want to look at it a little bit closer. We could even say we broke above the trend line. We retested it as support, just about retested it. We should start making a movement to the upside sooner rather than later because, again, this is a
you got that
bear market.
Too, that touch that 102.
Yep. So I would say the next spot for Bitcoin to start making a move to and wick up to and possibly have a candle body close at would be about $114,000, which is the next level for the Fibonacci extension.
Okay. So that's the next price to look at, guys. The next price target for Bitcoin.
Yes, sir.
I think that's it for Bitcoin.
Yep.
That's the main one. I mean, it's not much to say about Bitcoin. It's doing amazing right now.
Right.
It's above $100,000. That was a big psychological number for I think most people in the crypto market, right?
True.
It's
I'll flip the camera to you.
Oh yeah. It surpassed that now, so now it's going to the moon, and it's going to keep going. All right, guys, so the next one we have in store for you guys is going to be Ethereum, the ETH chart. He's going to get it ready while I talk to you guys. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got about 421 subscribers at the moment. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And I noticed when I look at my analytics, 90% of the people aren't subscribed that are watching this video, so please subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe. It's free. And this coin is going to the moon too, the Buttersmilk Crypto coin.
Oh no, no.
And by coin, I'm talking about the channel. You're part of the market cap when you subscribe to this channel. Okay.
You can't joke about when the hop to a coin.
But before we move on, we could just mention that real quickly. I think Haley Welch, that's the name of the girl, the hawk to a girl. She went viral for talking about giving BJs in a certain way, right? But anyways, she's gotten so popular now. She can somebody approached her to do a meme coin drop called Hawk coin or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, they got a rug pull. I think
3 minutes.
In 3 minutes, yeah. As soon as it came out on the market, it got rug pull. I've been keeping up with it with Coffee Sila. He's been doing an investigation on it. I guess there were like 70% of the tokens were distributed before he went public.
Right.
And then as soon as that happened, they just dumped completely. And there was not like taking, no, they just dumped it completely. So that's a textbook rug pull. And if you put your money in there, you kind of deserve it.
Nice.
I'm sorry to say that, guys. I mean, out of all coins, I mean, even like, what's another good meme coin? Dogecoin. Come on, you should have joined with Dogecoin right now.
True.
It's going up in price too, so I'm sorry, guys. Don't ever do that again. All right. Well, I'm gonna hand it over to Michael. We're about to do technical analysis on Ethereum, the big two.
The big two? All right. So Ethereum, again, Ethereum paired with the US dollar. Each candlestick represents 1 week worth of trading. Data is coming from Coinbase. So let me just adjust this a little bit, get a better look at it. So we have our overall fib again, just to touch bases, this is our yellow fib, drawn from the swing high, November 8th, 2021, swing low on June 13th, 2022, and that Fibonacci is the yellow one, and it is extended out. We have a slight Fibonacci extension when we were a little bit more impatient during the years and years of the bear market. Swing high for the Fibonacci extension is March 28th, 2022. Swing low would be the same swing low, June 13th, 2022, and it's extended out. So you could see we've had a lot of movement with Ethereum, but again, Bitcoin has broken and surpassed its all-time highs by a lot. Ethereum still needs to put that move in. So like I've been saying, Bitcoin moves, Ethereum moves, then everything else moves. And looking at this chart, Ethereum has moved. It's been a really nice movement, especially off of our red box of support slash resistance. It would now be support because we've moved off of it. We're looking awfully good. We're looking ready to start breaking these highs, which as long as we have 2 days and 20 hours left, as long as the candle body closes above these two candle bodies, which are March 4th, 2024 and March 11th, 2024, we want the candle body to close just ever so slightly above that. We don't want to see a wick close above this like we've wicked above it, obviously, but we want to see an actual full body closure above those previous two candles, which are the most recent previous highs. So we're facing a little bit of resistance at the 0.786 on the yellow overall Fibonacci. So that's acting as some resistance currently.
That's strong resistance too, huh?
It really is. The next level, we would have to break our previous highs on Ethereum of roughly $4,857. So once we make that move, right, we have our Fibonacci extension, the 618, at $5,256. So once we really start moving, we have these Fibonacci's to give us price targets, right? Just like how Bitcoin has the Fibonacci, and those Fibonacci's have come through, I fully expect for these Fibonacci's and trend line as well to come through. So our trend line from the bottom and down here is January 24th, 2022, excuse me. Second touch point, I'm trying to zoom in and look where I have the second touch point. Second touch point isn't lined up exactly, but second touch point would be here, February 21st, 2022, and it's just extended out. You could see we came back, tried to test it as support, and we just melted through it. So if we adjust the chart, make it a little bit smaller here. You could see our two touch points here, and our trend line has been extended out. That'll gauge us and more likely give us at least the area where we could expect price to come through before it really faces a little bit of a slap down like we had on Bitcoin before it finally powers through it. But again, we still have to get through the previous all-time high. We have to to get through our 52, 56 level on our white Fibonacci extension, and then we'll be able to retest this trend line as resistance and see how we do from there. But realistically with Ethereum, once we break all-time highs, I expect Ethereum to move a lot better and a lot faster than Bitcoin did. And you could see our Fibonacci levels, $7,312, the 618 from our big yellow overall Fibonacci. Another level for our extension would be basically $8,000, and it doesn't end, right?
Yeah.
10,600, 11,283, $12,354. So when Ethereum decides to move, Ethereum's going to really move, and we have hundreds and hundreds of percentages on the table. Let me just make the chart smaller and get some measuring tools out. From roughly current price, trying to get it as best as I can, to the trend line would be 57% gains to the upside. To the 618, about $7,300 would be 90%, and you're not even talking about 100% yet of doubling the price. Let's go up here to the 618 on the Fibonacci extension, 178% gains to get to $10,000. So there's a lot of gains on the table, and honestly, my eyes, outside of being on AMP and Anvil, my eyes just stay glued to Ethereum because I'm waiting for Ethereum to make its move. Because then that's going to propel everything. If you could imagine how much AMP has moved, how much Doge has moved, XRP, those truly haven't even put their move in yet until Ethereum puts its move in.
And that's why I'm kind of still waiting with you. It's like this is not even this. I mean, it is beginning. The bull market is here. It has begun, but it's not even close to its peak until Ethereum surpasses its all-time previous high, right?
Right, and based on what Bitcoin has done, how it's just shy of 100,000 right now, but it's wicked above 100,000 on the weekly time frame. There's no reason Ethereum shouldn't be in the $10,000 range, right? $100,000 Bitcoin and Ethereum is at $3,900. That doesn't seem right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Ethereum has a lot of making up to do, a lot of ground to make up. And just like how we said, it was a 178% movement to $10,000. Let's measure from what's happened in the past. Right, this big movement here, or we could even call it this big movement here. Let's go from the bottom of this red candle here from August 31st, 2020 to the top of the wick here on the green candle. 500% over 24 weeks. So 168 days, it did 500%. You're telling me we can't do a fraction of that, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, let me just measure. So we need about 178%. Let's see what that move looks like from the bottom of that same red wick. Let's look at 178%. Right there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, about right there.
Slightly,
Yeah, right there. Right.
Let's say right there, 174.
So it's like
I clicked off.
Like a third of that big old pump. Yeah.
So right there. Look at that, took 16 bars, 112 days to go up 180%. So look at that small movement. That's the movement we need right now to get Ethereum to $10,000.
Okay.
So that's our little movement right here that we need to happen right now. And just look at it in comparison, right?
Yeah.
You would never go back right here and think, oh, that's the move we need right here to get us to $10,000, right? That'd be off the chart. We'll be up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be up right here at the 618 up here. So that small movement right here, we need to occur soon. We need to have ideally, we're already putting in, we've already started that movement from this movement here.
Yeah.
So we're well on our way. Ethereum is well on its way, but it still has some work to do.
Awesome. So that was Ethereum, guys. It looks great still. I mean, it's just been taking it easy, nice and slow. I mean, everything's looking great still. A lot of altcoins are pumping right now, and Ethereum hasn't even made its move. So once that moves, things are going nuts.
Yeah, that's why I got on that tangent right
Perfect.
now.
No, yeah, that needed to be said. All right, so for the next one, the next coin that we have to analyze today, do some technical analysis on, will be Litecoin. One of the, I mean, I checked the market
fan
cap.
favorite.
Yeah, it's not on the big three anymore. The big three is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP now.
True, yeah.
XRP is on number 3 now, so it's not the big three, but Litecoin is the favorite one too. So for our AMP community, we love Litecoin. They're like cousins, basically.
True, exactly. Exactly.
All right, go ahead, dude.
Okay, so we're going to take a look here. Let me delete these from the chart. Oh, we could see where we moved from now since you asked earlier.
What I was gonna,
we were down here.
Yeah, just so now maybe if you could mark the prices that you're calling on the lives now, because then I want you to post all these charts as a trading view post. So people can go look at them themselves too.
True. Okay, let's see here. Horizontal raise, so we were down roughly right in here. Let me take a look.
Oh, before you go, go ahead. You do that. I'll read some comments right now.
Good. One question though, I can't comment on there because I'm not on it.
What's up?
What color do you want the line to be where we call it on the stream? Yellow, green?
Green, let's do green, yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Green, okay. All right, so let me go over the chat real quick. My producer here was calling my attention to the chat. If I don't pay attention to it, we're just gonna keep going. Anyways, we got Milan Carda, thank you for tuning in, buddy. Ethereum blasting after 4,000. Seems like it. Hopefully it does. That's what we're hoping for. Jesus Ponce flexing. Alex McLaren. Let's fucking go. Let's go. We could say it now. It's been a while now. Yep. And breakout today. By the end of the day to Monday. Oh, he's calling. Alex is calling AM breakout by the end of Monday.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I think that's it for now. All right, guys, let me get back into the...
All right, let me touch base, before we do that, about breakouts occurring like how he said on Monday.
Yeah.
When you start to really watch the charts and do technical analysis, you'll see that the big price movements are either right at a close, daily or weekly close, or right at a daily or weekly open.
Okay.
So Monday could be a good call, but I would say more than likely the way the market's been going, we should get a good movement before Sunday at 5 p.m. and we're on the Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast. So I would say we're going to have a big movement or a good decent movement put in before 5 p.m. on Sunday.
So you guys heard it here first, guys. By the end of the week.
Yes, sir.
April McDaniel, LCX. Is that one of the coins you want us to check out? We'll check it out to this. So don't worry. Let me put it down on my list real quick.
LCX?
Yeah.
Over the Vince comment.
Which one is it?
Vince.
No, I didn't. Oh, sorry, Vince. I did. You're right. Vince, Bubby organizes the Ampera meetup. Will you guys be there? Was this the one coming up soon in LA?
Yeah, the one in LA, no, we won't be there.
No, we need some more notice in advance to make the trip like that. We got a lot of stuff going on at home.
Yeah, we're still in California,
Yes.
but we have families, so
yeah, so it's hard for us to just back up and go. As much as we like to meet all you guys, maybe like we talked about, maybe hosting sponsoring a show one day, and maybe we could have a lot of people, and with advance, so a lot of people can make it out there too. So we could all meet up. That'd be an amazing meetup for the AMP community. So sorry for not answering your chat right away, Vince. But yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna get back to the charts. We got a whole night ahead of us. Go ahead, buddy.
all right. So Litecoin paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame, data is coming from Coinbase. The last time we streamed, prices were down here. I'm glad that I saved these. So you could see we were roughly down here in the $88 range. We were doing from the red box of resistance, which now should act as support. We were 35% away, so we could delete that because that came through that came through. Also, the 42% movement has come through, right? Because we're slightly above that. Let's unlock it and delete that. And now our next movement to expect to come through on Litecoin would be our white Fibonacci, the 618 at $201.69. Let me say that again, $201.69, which from the $88 range, that was 125% movement. And I'm not going to delete that quite yet, but I will get the measuring tool out. From current price roughly up to the Fibonacci level is about another 46%. So, Litecoin could definitely make that happen awfully quick. So next price target for Litecoin would be $201.69. Let me get the horizontal array since Jonathan wants me to start marking these levels when we call them. Let me lock that into place. Make sure that previous one is locked into place as well. Awesome. So Litecoin's looking good. There's not too much to say about Litecoin other than Litecoin's going to play catch up just like Ethereum. Litecoin and Ethereum used to move similarly. It used to be Bitcoin, then it would be Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin that all moved together, but that was a long time ago. Different market, completely different market.
Yes, definitely.
So other than that, for Litecoin, you could see we're back over our red box that has been slight resistance, support,
Resistance.
broke through it, resistance, support, broke through it, resistance, and we spent a couple years now below the red box, and now this is the first week we've been back through the red box in quite some time. Let's get the measuring tool. This was the last time here.
In April.
Let's measure all the way back here. So that was 198 weeks ago, 139 bars, 973 days since we've been in this price range. So quite a feat, very impressive movement, and it's nice that we blew right through it, right? A slight resistance, but we...
Well, no, that's a nice candle right there.
Exactly. That's years and years of being below that price just to make that big, strong movement. So next spot for Litecoin is definitely going to be the low $200 range. Let's see if we could hopefully wick above that and possibly close on it. Then the next week, open up and just move back up to the upside from there. But just like Ethereum, Litecoin has, a little bit of distance to go until it's starting to break its previous all-time high. Get the measuring tool out from current price. Oh, we're too zoomed in now. I can't even tell. From current price right here, roughly, to 201, we measured that earlier, about 46%. To the 78.6 would be about 80%. To $300 range would be about 120%. So again, let's do what we just did with Ethereum. We could go back here and let's just take a look. Let's go from back here. All right, get our measuring tool out. So we need to go right there would be about 200%.
Yeah.
I could barely move it.
Yeah.
So that slight movement, right, we need that to come through. And I mean, when Litecoin moves, you see the movement that it makes. Boom. Slight cool down, moves, slight cool down, moves. Dumps down to retest these levels as support. Really, it came down to the top of these candle bodies back here before it started to really go parabolic. And again, Litecoin's not going to surprise anybody because Bitcoin's going to make its movement, Ethereum's going to start breaking its all-time highs, and then I fully expect Litecoin to start making its movement as well. So a lot of gains left on the table, a lot of space for Litecoin to run to start creating a new all-time high. And like we looked at it on Ethereum, this is a lot further away than Ethereum is, but after we break our all-time highs, prices with the Fibonacci where we could go is about $725, $985, So there's still a lot of room left to run on the table with Litecoin. It looks ridiculous when we're this zoomed in. Oh my goodness. All right. We need to see another big movement like these two. Another big movement like these two. Just copy and paste over here. Let's get Litecoin to about $725 a coin.
Yep. I mean, looks good. Everything looks good so far.
Yep.
I haven't seen charts this beautiful in a while.
Exactly. It's looking good.
Yeah. I mean, that was LTC, Litecoin. The AMP community loves Litecoin. We love Zcash, Dash. I mean, we love the obvious ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum too, of course. Mm-hmm. But anyways, that was it for Litecoin. For one of our viewers, we're gonna do some technical analysis on LCX.
LCX.
I never heard of that coin, so hopefully it looks good too. If it looks good, that's the effect of the bull market.
True.
For sure.
Okay, let's take a look. So I'm guessing it would be one that's listed on Coinbase.
Yeah, we'll always go with Coinbase. Let me hit you on the charts now again.
Unless it's a new coin that Coinbase just recently listed. I have to go look elsewhere. Wow, so this has been on here for a while. So LCX paired with the US dollar. We're on the weekly time frame. Data is coming from Coinbase. So just something quick we could look at. All-time high is roughly 68 cents. All-time low, let me bounce this around so it'll be right in here. All-time low would roughly be almost 3 cents, the high 2 cent range. And let me see when it came out, when it was listed on Coinbase, November 1st, 2021. So it's been on there for about 3 years now, 3 years and a month. So let's just zoom in and take a look. I just want to plot out a few levels first. Any obvious trend lines? No real obvious trend lines that my eye is catching. We'll do a Fibonacci from swing high, recent swing highs, to recent swing lows. So my eye is looking right here at this green wick to the upside on April 1st, 2024. Swing low is this red wick here to the downside, which is on October 28th, 2024. Let me just line these up a little bit better. To the top and to the bottom. That looks good to me. So you could see our Fibonacci where we're bouncing around, where price is moving. Let me zoom out and take a look here. So I want to get a red box drawn for us as well. Rectangle box. So my eyes are just looking for where there's wicks and candle bodies within a range. So my first line is right here on this bottom of this red candle body here from November 8th, 2021, and I just have it extended out. So let me make that sharp again. And then now my second spot that my eye catches is this top of the wick here from June 10th, 2024. So we have the top of that wick, and then we have the bottom of this candle body here from November 15th, 2021, and we just have it extended out. Let me lock it. So you could see it's acted as support. We broke above it, we closed above it, came back down, we broke above it. We have a lot of price action on it, candle body closures. We have wicks touching it as support, breaking through it before we finally melted through it, retested the top of it, melted through it, and that was earlier this year. Melted through it, finally broke above it. So if price comes down, and wow, I just noticed that, the close was on the 0.786 and the open right on it as well. That's a good movement. That's what we were just talking about with Litecoin, what we want to see. We want to see price get there, close, then open and move on it.
Nice. So
this looks good. It looks like a good trade setup. Potential movements because it is getting close. Oh no, I guess not. It's going to say it's getting close to breaking its all-time high.
So the all-time high is at 7 cents.
No, it's at 70, like 78.
70, sorry.
Yeah, just about 70. It's at 68 cents. So when we start moving out of this range, even though this really isn't considered a range, because in 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, prices move to currently, it's up 241%, which is phenomenal. That's a absolutely crazy bullish movement. But where we could look now for potential targets to the upside would definitely just be our Fibonacci guiding us. So you have the 618 at 60 cents. Then again, if we break 60 cents, we're for sure going to break the 68 cent range. So that would take us to about 92 cents, 92 and a half cents. And that movement from roughly current price to 60 cents is 72% pump to the upside. To 92 cents is about 164% from current price. So we already put in a 200% plus movement right here.
Okay.
The trend is your friend. We're in a bull market. Price is more than likely not going to slow down right here and reverse to the downside. Is it likely? Sure. But there's so much more upside potential compared to downside potential. After being so low for so long, right? Little relief rally, just flat and dead consolidation. Relief rally just to be wiped out, right? This happened in about 5 weeks. That's about 5 weekly candles right there. Just to go, what's that? 3 or 4 months?
Yeah.
Now almost a year of just getting slapped down to the downside. Then you finally start to move, get a great, probably over a 200% movement here with these, just to go sideways a little bit, crash down, try to make a little relief, crash down, and now it's really starting to pump. So given the market conditions, I mean, 60 cents is realistic. Since that would be so close to its previous all-time highs, I would say 92 and a half cents is definitely on the table. So seems like a good coin. It's been around for a decent amount of years now, at least listed on Coinbase. So I would say, it's a good, decent, solid coin with a lot of upside potential. Uh-oh, now the technical difficulties coming in.
I was going to show you the... There we go.
Uh-oh.
No, hold on.
Uh-oh, how's the stream, you guys?
Yeah, it's currently black right now, but it should pop up right now. Yep, there it is.
You want to turn it up? Could you hear us real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. We're not dead yet.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you guys, the market cap.
Do you have it pulled up on the stream?
Yeah, right here. So yeah, it should be on in.
Awesome.
Why is it doing that? Come on. Split view, slide over. No.
Any other questions in the chat, Pony?
Let me check the chat
No, you could do that.
Yeah,
you could try to solve the problem.
Everyone's chilling.
Everyone's chilling. Is there anybody in there?
There's nine people.
Wow, nice. Awesome. What's up, 9 people? How you doing? Pony, you want to talk to the people? We got Pony mic'd up.
Talk to them.
I just want to say hi to everyone. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Well, so I just wanted to show you guys the market cap, but it's I'm having trouble setting it up correctly. I don't want to do this no more.
Nice.
All right. So anyway, so that was what's it called? LCX. The market cap was very. I'll just read it out loud since I have it right here. I couldn't put it up on the screen. Stupid iPad. Anyways, market cap is about $270 million right now. Volume, 24-hour volume is at 3.66 millions. Fully diluted market cap, 333 million. Max supply is 950 million. Total supply 950 million.
Wow.
It's capped, so that's good.
Well, I'm surprised that it's the price of the coin isn't a lot higher.
And also the all-time high, like the 0.7048, so 7 cents, a little bit above 7. This is the
70.
Yeah, 70. And then all-time low will be 0.0001292.
Oh my God, it was low. What's the name of the actual coin?
That's all I have. LCX.
LCX.
Oh, let's see. Is there an overview of this?
No, I was just curious.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much all we had on that.
But so it seems like a solid project. The mathematical equation of where price could potentially go with what you said about 120 million token capped out. I mean, just go look at other tokens with that similar supply and you'll get a rough estimate of where price could potentially go. But yeah, I would definitely say the 92 cents for it, creating a new all-time high before it starts to move to the downside is extremely realistic.
Okay.
And it's not that far-fetched.
No, it's not. Definitely not. It's things that we have in our bag right now have been moving like crazy. Okay. Anyways, guys, that was that for LCX. Thank you for requesting that. We are learning about new coins. It's a live stream that we do, which is great for us.
I couldn't believe how good that Songbird,
Songbird, yeah, SGB. That was
SGB. That video did good. That
yeah, and then we're gonna go over again today too. So, anyways, that was that for LCX. April, we covered that. Let us know how you like the technical analysis on that. Let us know if you agree, and let us know if you're in the green on your LCX bag.
If she's still in the chat, what price did you get in at?
Yeah, let us know what price you got in if you're still in the chat. All right, so next one up will be XRP. I'll wait for Crypto Poppy to pull that up real quick. I'll be on the chat. Somebody posted something right now earlier. Did you guys see what?
It was like some dude.
Yeah, so something about
freaking love AMP.
Freaking love AMP, and they redacted their message. Sorry if you redacted it because we weren't answering to it. So we're doing technical analysis. I'm waiting between coins to respond to your live chat. So sorry for that, but
He's
yes.
not a good multitasker.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm what do you call this? I'm content maxing right now. Okay. Anyways, that was that for LCX. Now the next coin that we got to do technical analysis on will be XRP. Now this is the top three now. It's up there with Ethereum and Bitcoin. XRP has been on a downtrend for such a long time, but now it just popped, and we like XRP because we like to compare AMP, one of our biggest holdings, to XRP because of the way it moves, the tokenomics of it all, and certain aspects of the use case of it are similar to AMP. But anyways, I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy. Go ahead and let's go over the XRP charts.
Okay, so XRP has definitely moved a lot since the last time we looked at it. Current price of XRP is $2.33. We have 2 days and 20 hours left until the weekly candle closure. XRP paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame data is coming from Bitfinex. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in. And I mean, really, before we zoom in,
goodness.
Yeah, just look at it. What kind of movement, what kind of analysis could you do on this right now? Right? We're just about broke all-time highs this current week. Let me measure this. So from this top of the wick, roughly top of the wick, to the other top of the wick over here, the previous high.
About $3.
I'm trying to get it. Right there. So we're this current week, the top of the wick.
Wow.
We were 13% away from breaking the previous all-time high of XRP. So that is mind-blowing.
That is mind-blowing.
XRP, I hate to disappoint you. There's not much we could do. We have our Fibonacci levels because it's so parabolic. Yeah. It's just going up to the upside.
Is this what you would call another price discovery?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Once we break that 13% that we were away from, once we get to a new all-time high, then, oh yeah, we're going into price discovery. But again, price discovery is only so much, right?
Yeah.
When we have the data, we have our overall Fibonacci drawn from swing high to swing low. Our previous high is roughly at $3.30. We have $4.37 for the fib level. We have $4.23. and then another big one, or did it just stop on us? Yeah, it just stopped on us. So this gives us levels to where we could potentially expect it to go when we do go into price discovery. Would be the mid $4 and the
low $5.
Yes, exactly. The mid $4 and the low $5 for XRP. But really, with it being a top 3, top 5 cryptocurrency in the world, whatever it may be, I think it is top 3 in the world, all this money flowing into it, the sky's the limit. To say XRP is going to stop at $5, that's like saying, you know, Ethereum was going to stop at $5 back in its heyday. So XRP is definitely did a huge movement. It's done nothing but move once it broke through this trend line, which again, we've traced the trend line back here to the first touch point is December 21st, 2020. So 4 years old now at this point. Second touch point here, May 2nd, 2022, and that trend line has just been extended out. And you could see the way we just rode the trend line, right? We were below it as resistance, slapped back down, broke above it, we get pulled back to it and below it, retested as resistance, break through it, it's support, resistance, support, we keep getting pulled back to it, regardless how far above we are or how low we are. We're always getting pulled back to that trend line, a very strong trend line of the past 4 years. And once we finally do get a good break to the upside, volume does come in. We're in a bull market. Everything's booming, everything's moving. XRP said, all right, I'll see you later. And that's exactly what it did. Going over $2 a coin was just crazy to me. Just baffling. That's such an impressive movement. Again, I can't stop just looking at that. Look at this chart.
Man, we need a candle like that for AMP.
Right? True.
Candle like that.
Look at that.
My goodness.
That's, you can't really do analysis on that now till we start getting rejections.
Delvey for winning right there. There you go.
That is. But again, we have our Fibonacci, we have our trend line down here, we have our red box of support now that was previously resistance for about a little over 2.5 years, roughly 2.5 years. And once we finally get above it, and this could go back into everything, like on the last one I was talking about the Fibonacci's. Okay, look how it closed right below it, then the next week opened on it and went above. What happened with Litecoin too? Well, when we get to that red box, we need to just blow back past it. We could use XRP as that. Look how XRP handled when it went to that red box of resistance.
It blew to the next level.
We just blew through it, right? So again, I don't want to give XRP too much credit and say that, oh, we need to look at XRP instead of Ethereum because Bitcoin's going to move XRP, then the market. I would still say Bitcoin's going to move, Ethereum's going to move, then the rest of the market. And with that being said, if XRP hasn't truly put its real movement in, right? Because Ethereum hasn't put its real movement in. Who's to say where XRP could end up? And that's not to be a fanboy of it. I'm not a fanboy of XRP. XRP is an awesome coin that's been along for a very long time. It's paved the way for cryptocurrency to be what it is today. But I mean, there's just so much upside, so much money that flows into XRP, so many fanboys around it, so much attention with the SEC lawsuit and everything like that. So sky's the limit for XRP. There's not much we could do.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, guys. It's gonna keep going up, and we're just hoping that it breaks the previous all-time high and then just goes as high as it can after that.
Right.
Another comment by Herman.
Okay, Herman.
XRP triple bottom at the 2.22 level still holding.
Oh, I like it. I like it, but we're definitely far from any bottoms.
Yes, so we are very far.
I wouldn't be looking at any bottoms, but again, we could look at, switch it over here.
Yeah.
We could look at, if we do start to reverse to the downside, we do have support right here on the Fibonacci, the 618, at about the $2.11. So we do have a little bit of support to the downside without just melting to the downside. Also, you know, the other, these levels right here, these candle bodies, there's a lot of price action in the mid-dollar range. So there's a lot of support down below us without having to fully retrace this movement. But again, the trend is your friend. And if you want to look at downside movement with ignoring that we've already been up over 200% or whatever it may be on XRP, we didn't measure it. You just have to be careful. Just don't go against the trend. Current price from level before we started to move, we're up about 330%. From the wick to the upside, we're up 437%. So, I mean, I would definitely not go against the trend in that aspect. Definitely not financial advice, but if you're an XRP, you may want to lock up profits because that is a big, impressive movement. Take some off the table and just leave the rest to ride.
Yeah, I do know somebody that has XRP and they earn a good amount of profit because they've been holding for a really long time now, but they're not taking profits yet, so that's on them.
Nice.
I gave the warning just to lock in some profits, but that's kind of how it always goes. It just keeps going up, and then we think...
Till it doesn't.
Exactly, till it doesn't, we think it's going to keep going up, and then it doesn't go up and up. So we're going to give XRP a big boom!
Yes, wow.
Anyways, all right, that was that for XRP. Sorry about that, guys. I had to do it. I love the Costco guys.
Nice.
Anyways, all right, so the next big one will be Dogecoin.
We have another comment by Vince if you want to do that before.
Yeah, let's do the comment before we move on.
Go ahead, read it,
All right,
Pony.
Vince.
Just,
Go ahead, Pony. You be our comment reader. Go ahead.
He says, what are your thoughts on XRP? Is it a good hold in terms of fundamentals / technology?
Yeah, so the technology is there. XRP is trying to replace SWIFT, basically. So they want to be able to move large amounts of money between potentially countries, right? Between banks, things like that. So XRP token would be the liquidity, and just like similar to AMP. AMP is on the merchant side, XRP would be on the banking side. So XRP fundamentals are there. The 100 billion limit supply for XRP, that's another check for it. It's at roughly 43 billion, so that's another check for it. Obviously they have a white paper, so it's open. You could go and read the white paper to see when they're going to release more tokens on the market, roughly the year when they're going to do that. The XRP ledger is open source, so yeah, XRP would definitely be a great investment, but again, not financial advice. And if you're not already in XRP, I don't know if I personally would buy into a coin that's up 330% in the past month. So definitely be careful with that. Don't feel FOMO, fear of missing out, because if you're already exposed to crypto now, the next bear market is around the corner, right? As much as we want to say, oh, price goes up forever and this is a completely new and different bull market, price is just going to continue to go up. It'll never do that. You're exposed to crypto right now. Stack as much money as you can instead of buying at the top, being someone's exit liquidity. Don't buy at the top to do that. Just continue to stay around the market, stack your money, and just dollar cost average slowly dollar cost average into it.
There you go, guys. That's some trading advice for you guys if you guys are looking to be traders, and if you guys are investors. I mean, if you're really do you believe that much into XRP that you think it's going to be here for the long term, then, put your money where your mouth is. Leave your money in there for a long time. Nice. I mean, right, even with it, that's kind of what people do with the stock market. They just set it and leave it for like decades, and then that's when they make their money. True. So anyways, that's that for XRP. Anything else in the live chat?
There's another one by Herman. RLUSD, stable, pretty cool too.
All right, we'll hit that up after Dogecoin.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, we're going to do Dogecoin first, but let me put it in my notes so we could, I don't forget to cover that after Dogecoin.
Let's go.
One with a boom.
Yeah, I just learned what the Costco guys were recently.
They're the coolest guy in the world. That's all you need to know.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler, yes. All right, guys. All right, so I have that for later. Okay. Crypto Poppy's gonna set up the Dogecoin charge, right? You got it going? Okay. All right, let's get back to him. Go ahead.
All right, Dogecoin paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame. Data is coming from Coinbase. You can see here the chart doesn't go back too far because data is coming from Coinbase. It was listed roughly May 31st, 2021. So we just have about a little over 3 years worth of data on the screen right now. We have our Fibonacci. Again, I didn't do it from swing high of the top of that candle body. I did it from swing high here, August 16th, 2021. Swing low is roughly, looks like it was here, June 13th, 2022. And the Fibonacci is just extended out. And you can see here, I do need to extend it over a little bit more. But again, let's take a look here. We had a trend line down here. Bottom of the trend line is at the bottom of the candle wick on February 21st, 2022. Second touch point would be the green here. Let me zoom in a little bit better. Oh wow, I guess that was drawn on the daily time frame. Let's switch over from the weekly to the daily. Just get more data coming in for us. Okay, adjust the charts out. Wow, I don't know why I have that trend line drawn now. So we're going to delete that. Potential for Dogecoin to the upside. I'm going to redraw that trend line momentarily. Dogecoin has stayed parabolic, and it's just continuing to go, right? We get a little bit of chop here, right? But we're just chopping just straight and just continuing to the upside. If you could imagine, you're taking a step here, coming down without breaking these lows, making your movement. You're coming down without breaking any of these lows. You're just constantly retesting it. So we could put a horizontal ray here, right? So you come up, make that movement, retest this high here. Come up, make the movement, then you're retesting these highs here. Let me mark those as well. Right, so we're coming up, boom, coming back down to retest this low, coming up, coming back down to retest these candle bodies, and we're just slowly just stair-stepping our way up. So a lot of upside potential for XRP, Dogecoin, not XRP.
It looked like XRP for a moment.
True. That's been just a huge movement for Dogecoin.
Ooh,
so I don't even know where I want to start the drawing from. Let's say right before it really went crazy. From the crazy movement to now, it's up 185%. From the movement right when it started to here, that was 9 days.
Wow.
9 days, and it went up 184% in 9 days. So to see where we're going to go from now, let's just do that. Let's see what 184%, we can't even get that in the, let's see, current price to 180. Wow, we still can't even get it in it. So basically with Doge, hard to do technical analysis on because we really don't have a lot of data. Our trend lines, we've already broken above those. So the trend lines in the future could potentially act as support. But Dogecoin looks good. We're going to more than likely continue this bull market. So I expect nothing but upside movement from Dogecoin. Sure, could we come down and retest these levels here, right where the breakout started to cool down? Sure, but we need to start putting a movement to the upside before we come down and retest. Because like I said, the trend is your friend. If we're just gradually taking steps up, right? We're doing a big pump, couple steps up, and our lows are progressively getting higher, which I guess we could plot a trend line here. Our lows are potentially getting higher. So I'm going to draw it here from November 17th, 2024. Second touch point here, November 26th, 2024. And then we just extend it out. Try to line it up the best that we can and just extend it out. So as long as we stay on this trajectory, we're just going to continue to the upside. Could also do a trend line from the top of this wick, November 12th, 2024, top of this wick here, which is November 23rd, 2024.
Around the settings, you could extend them.
Yep. But yeah, right now we don't have to worry about extending it too much.
Yeah.
Because that's, as long as we stay within this range, right? If we come down here and start to test the low of the trend line down here, I would fully expect us to bounce to the top of this trend line. So again, the trend is your friend till it's not, but Bitcoin's not slowing down. Ethereum's more than likely not going to slow down. So I don't expect that Dogecoin is going to slow down.
What's the percentage from right now's price to the all-time high of 73 cents?
Let me take a look here. I just want to extend this out real quick. So say it one more time.
What's the percentage from right now's price to the all-time high, which was 73 cents?
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's see how much has left to go.
Wow, 73 cents doesn't even show up on Coinbase. I'm surprised.
What?
So we'll do that from here.
Yeah.
Wow, so Dogecoin made its all-time high before being listed on Coinbase?
Yep.
That's impressive. All right, so from roughly current price up to about 73 cents. Let's do right there, 67% away.
Okay.
And again, the way Dogecoin moves, that could be in one day. That could occur literally in one day,
Or a couple of days.
67%.
Few days.
But yeah, the way it's been, that Dogecoin has been grinding away now. Let's go back and look here. Switch over to the daily time frame. Again, because we just don't have the data on Dogecoin. So let's do a measurement from the bottom here to the top of the trend. Here is 40%. So we're in a 40% range. When we do break to the upside of this and we break out of that 40% range, I mean, there's no reason we can't be at all-time highs, at least challenging the previous all-time high.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dogecoin looks good. Again, it's one of the ones it's hard to do analysis on because we're so close. Well, not really so close with
We're halfway there already.
But with the data coming from Coinbase, we're so close. So it's a little difficult to do technical analysis on, but where we're looking right now, potentially Dogecoin getting back to the mid 50 cent range, about 54 cents. A next movement for it would be the 84 cents. So we do have to break the previous all-time high of, like you said, about 73 cents. And after that, 84 cents, about 85 cents would be the next logical spot to go to.
Okay.
But we have them stacked from there. Then we have $1.15.
Whoa.
We have $1.34, and just so on and so forth.
Oh boy.
For our measured Fibonacci movements. But again, we have to be patient. Let's let Ethereum do its thing. But again, for everybody holding Doge, Ethereum hasn't put in its move. So I can't say that Dogecoin has really even put in its move yet. So nothing but upside potential coming from Dogecoin.
Ooh, that was. Hey, if you guys are Dogecoin holders, I hope your bags are back in profit, because I know some people did buy the top back the last cycle and they've been holding for a really long time.
True.
Just
True.
You know, with the bag holders of Dogecoin. But you guys believe Dogecoin is here still? Elon is still.
Switch it to you.
Elon's still kind of supporting Dogecoin, I think, right? By the new branch of government that he's created, or new office.
True.
Doge, Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah.
Department of Government Efficiency. So as long as Elon doesn't say anything stupid about Dogecoin, you guys are good.
Right.
Because that's gonna dump the price right away. But anyways, that was Dogecoin. Next, we're gonna check out a coin brought to us or mentioned to us by Herman Lopez, RLUSD.
RLUSD.
Do you want to take a break before we go on that? What do you think?
No.
Okay.
Any other questions, Pony?
You got any questions?
that's
Okay.
RLUSD.
Yeah, let's check that out. Let me know when you're on the chart.
Let's see, it's still loading.
While I have you guys here, please make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're currently 423 subscribers, so we gained 2 subscribers, maybe 2 to 3 subscribers during this live stream. We appreciate you guys. It's really hard to get subscribers on YouTube, but we're grinding hard. We're trying to put out as much content as possible, do the live streams, and it's been working so far. You guys come watch our live streams. 10 people, that's more than enough. Imagine this room full with 10 people right now. That'd be a packed house, okay, guys?
We just got one question by Herman again.
What is it?
What do you say?
Do you think this market's going to do a double top or one big blow off top this bull run? And he also goes, my bad, that's the XRP stablecoin RLUSD.
Oh, I didn't know they had.
Oh, because I'm put the screen on here real quick. This, when you search it, this is all that comes in.
Okay, all right, so yeah. All right.
We're not looking at no
we're not going to look at it.
So to answer the first ask the first question again, Pony. Sorry.
Do you think this market's going to do a double top or one big blow off top this bull run?
So like hit the top, come down, and then hit the top again?
Okay, so double tops do occur quite often, especially when you're looking to time when to get out of the market. So you could see here our previous, one of our previous all-time highs from April 12th, 2021, right? We had the top, we had an enormous sell-off, which this was insane. Then we made a slight run back up to challenge it and just slightly past it before just dumping back down and being in a multi-year bear market and multi-year consolidations. So double tops do occur quite frequently, and a double top is your signal to, hey, we're topped out, it's time to get out of the market. There's no interest at higher prices currently. So definitely a double top could happen, but we also get the blow off, right? Before anything happens, we do get that blow off run. So before a double top, we have to have the blow off, and to say this would be a blow off to the upside for all-time highs, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like we've had. It's definitely been a euphoric run, but it hasn't been. Everyone has expected $100,000 once we started to make the move past the $70,000 range, $75,000 range. Once we broke these, more people knew that we were probably going to challenge $100,000. So we definitely have the blow-offs before the double tops. To answer the question, what do I think is going to happen in this bear market, bull market? Oh my God, I'm always confused.
We've been saying bear market for a year.
I know, it's hard. So I hope a double top does occur during this bull market, because that'll be my sign to give everybody, all of my close people, the sign that, hey, we're probably topped out. Market's probably going to start turning for the next few years. So brace for impact.
What will be some signals to you? How long does the price have to stop going up for you to be like, okay, I think we're hitting a top here? Yeah,
so it's just like here. So let's just go back to where we were talking about our examples, right? We make a huge run up, little rejection, then we just challenge it, then we just melt, right?
Okay.
We pump up quick. This is the weekly time frame. So we're coming up quick, we're coming down quick, going right back up, getting bought back up. You could look at the candles to see like there's a lot of buy pressure, because when the price comes down, it just gets bought back up. We make our all-time high and then just melt, get bought back up, and then just melt. So to say that to time when we're at the all-time high is just hard to say. But when we get the big movement, a lot of price volatility, you could see here from the top here on February 15th, 2021 to the very next week. Let's do from the wick to the downside, 25% movement. So that's $14,000 it lost in 1 week. Just to get bought back up over the next 2 weeks to not even break the all-time high before melting down. So it's just, it takes time under tension. It takes being realistic with yourself and saying, okay, we're getting a lot of volatility without breaking the all-time highs and sustaining it.
Got it.
It's time to lock in some profits.
You kind of be able to tell once it's happening.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right, we'll cover on that. Let me go back in the camera real quick. Okay, so we have a comment on the live chat from Herman Lopez, he replied to us, it's not a coin, yes. Jack, also, ever thought of streaming on X and YouTube at the same time? Might get you more exposure and better revenue opportunity from X. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get the premium account on X so I could have the verified, and so I could post longer videos on X as well, because I'm thinking I'm gonna get all the videos that I have on YouTube and just post them all on X.
Oh wow.
Like one at a time, just to have a bunch of content and catch up with all the content that I have on YouTube on X. Probably after I get my verified mark on X, and I'll probably do that. But thank you, Jack. That's a very good idea, yes. Anyways, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I gotta remind you guys, because if I don't remind you, I gotta do a call to action. You guys, that's the only way you guys will do it. So if you guys are enjoying the chat, type 1 in the chat right now. Give me some ones in the chat if you joined the live stream.
We're in the strip club. We're all them ones. How many people are in there, John?
11 people watching right now.
Wow.
Fire, Drew Drop. There you go. Thank you, Drew Drop. He's in the room with us.
He doesn't even listen. He drops a fire, not a 1.
Drop some ones in the chat, guys. Come on, let us know you're alive, that you're watching us. We don't want to bore you guys, okay? Billy Bob, thank you, Billy Bob. I appreciate you. One. I want to look at some ones. Like this stream if you haven't liked the stream. 12 likes. So as much as many people are watching right now. Thank you guys. Okay, you ready to power through the next one?
Yeah, what are we doing? Do you want to play that video before I do AMP?
I kind of wanted to do... Should we do it now? Yeah.
It's up to you.
Let's wait a little bit. We're almost... So we got a few more. Let's do Zcash, Dash, and then I'll do AMP. How about that? Because those follow right away. So do Zcash first. Herman Lopez, yeah. Milan Karna. Money sign, I like that too. 1111, Herman Lopez.
Yeah.
VC, hello. Thank you, VC. Thank you guys for commenting in the chat. I just want to know you guys are there, okay? And let us know if you guys are bored too. We'll do some tricks here.
We'll bring Poly in.
anyways, okay guys, we're gonna move on to the next coin. The next one is Zcash. We hold big bags. Well, I hold a big bag of Zcash. Other people that I know of are also. We are up on our Zcash bags, which is great. Before we leave here today, I'm gonna set up some sell limits on some coins that I have before I leave. I just gotta say that to myself so I remember. Anyways, all right, so I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy. He's gonna take us to a ride through Zcash.
All right, so Zcash paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame, data is coming from Coinbase. As you can see here, Zcash is definitely one of the ones that has lagged behind slightly. But when I say lag behind, turn it down, Drew, or Pony, one of you guys.
Yeah, so we can hear.
Zcash is definitely one of the ones that has lagged behind the rest of the market. But I say lag behind with little slightly lag behind, because in the past, what's that, 8 bars, so in the past 2 months, I'm trying to just find our local high, in the past 8 bars, so that's 8 weeks worth of trading, 2 months, we're up 176%. So to say that Zcash is lagging behind it feels weird to say. It doesn't feel right. So Zcash has definitely made a beautiful move, and with a big movement incoming, because like I said in the previous live, price was roughly down in the high $40 range, if I had to guess. Once we break above the 236, which was at $65, and we're currently at 73, so we are above it. We want the daily time frame, 2 days and 19 hours left before the closure. We do want to close above this 236 at $65. It's kind of no man's land, right? There is a lot of action within here, but realistically, from $65 to $129, realistically $141, there's not much resistance. There's not much to hold us back, because in the past it's just we're right below it, and then we get right above it within a couple weeks time frame. So it's not a lot of resistance that's going to be holding us down. Then we do have our trend line drawn from December 21st, 2020, so about 4 years ago. Second touch point here, February 14th, 2022, and we just have that extended out. So if that continues to be extended out, when we do start moving, and we get to the red box of resistance, we get above the 61.8, we know where we'll potentially wick to. And let's do Jonathan's trick that he taught me. We're going to extend it. Come on. Oh, not today or what? Oh, settings. Nope. Wow, okay, never mind. It doesn't want to do it right now. Oh no, it just wants to be slow. I see. Give me just a second. Extend it to the right. Okay, so when we do start approaching these levels and we start getting wicks to the upside, we could expect some resistance, right? If we were to do it this current week, we would expect resistance at $172. If we were to make the movement next week, we would expect it at 173, and so on and so forth. It just does nothing but get higher the longer it takes us to get there. But Zcash looks good. I wish I could say more besides we're in no man's land before getting to roughly about $130. But realistically, the 0.618, $141 will be the next place that we'll find some resistance at if we don't close above the $65 mark, which is the 236 fib. So everything looks good. John's bags are packed and ready to go with Zcash.
Yeah, we're looking really good.
Chart looks clean too. It looks simple.
I mean, yes, super. Look at that. And that's just a big old swing to the upside, hopefully.
Exactly.
And that's what we're just waiting for. My bags are looking good. I have some family members that got in there, and they're very happy right now. They've been wanting to buy more coins, which is great.
Nice.
But, you know, we're going to put a pump on that.
True.
But anyways, let me take a quick bathroom break before we'll show you the videos from, who was this? What's his name again? What's this guy's name? Well, his ex name will be, I'm Appreciator. That's what his name is.
Well, nice.
We're gonna have three. We'll watch the first one. I think the first one will be enough for tonight, but we'll see if you guys like the first one. We'll watch. He has 3 new videos. They're all about Flexa and AMP, how the system works, which is great. But I think the first one will cover most of it, and then after that, after we do that, we'll do some technical analysis on AMP. Let me put. We'll be back in a little bit, guys. Okay. What's his name?
He's gonna play the video for you guys.
Yeah, I'll play the video for you guys. That's the AMP token one. Oh, let me see. I'll do the other one though. Let me do this one. That's the one I want. All right, let me mute our mics for now. We'll be back, guys. right, guys, we're back. We just took a quick break. We just got done with Zcash, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the next one that we'll be covering will be Dash. Another cousin of AMP and Zcash. They're all in that little gang, right? Zcash,
True.
Dash, Litecoin, AMP, which is, great. We're hanging out with the big dogs now.
Exactly.
All right, let me hand it over to Crypto Poppy. Go ahead.
All right, Dash. We're on Dash paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame, data coming from Coinbase. So here you could see our Fibonacci. We have it drawn. I have it drawn here. Swing high, recent swing high, February 20th, 2023. Where swing low is right in here, August 5th, 2024, and it's just extended out. This is more of a Fibonacci extension because you could see Dash has been. Dash's all-time high coming from Coinbase is about $480 a coin. You could see here just melted straight from there. Little relief rally before just melting. Again, another multi-year bear market with a lot of time of consolidation. So let's zoom in and look at some relevant price action with where we currently are. Again, each candlestick represents 1 year worth of trading. These wicks down here that we could see are coming from January 24th, 2022. So we have about almost 3 years worth of trading just right here, just shy of 3 years. Our trend line to the downside down here, we have first touch point November 7th, 2022. Second touch point is right here, the bottom of this red wick, May 8th, 2023, and then just extended to the right. And you could see once we started to move, just like how we just looked at Zcash, how it has that trend line.
Yeah.
Look at Dash. It's already hit the trend line. And before that movement, we were down here, and that to the trend line, that was 197%, right? So to say Zcash isn't going to hit that trend line soon is just crazy. Look how quick this came through. This happened in
a month, almost less than a month.
Trying to get it right. Yeah, say at the most a month. Yeah. It took 4 bars at the most. And again, it's just showing me and giving me signs that it is a strong level of resistance, but it was also perfectly lined up with our red box of resistance. So those two levels, just like how we just talked about Zcash, is that when you have multiple levels, you have the trend line lining up, you have the red box of support and resistance, you have some Fibonacci levels within that range, you know roughly that price should go there, right? Price is more likely than not going to go there if it moves to the upside.
Especially closing on the red box, right?
Exactly. So you could see here our trend line, we finally met it. We're getting hit with a little bit of resistance. But again, as long as we close either right on it or right below it, the following week we open up and just start to move. And then before we get up to the $77 range next week or the following week, hopefully we come down slightly to retest the trend line as support before potentially moving up to $144. Next Fibonacci level, $172, $231. There's just like with all the other coins, even though that Dash has put in a good 200% movement the past month, again, nothing but upside with minimal downside. Look at the chart.
Oh my goodness.
Right? And I'm telling you, this is a 200% movement.
Wow.
And we have all of this on the table.
I see it in my bag. I can see that movement.
Oh, I know you do. I get the screenshots. I know that. So here we could have a measured movement roughly from current price to the 618 at $114, 83%.
Nice.
But again, we just did 200% like it was nothing. Next movement, 172, that's roughly 178%. Does 178% sound familiar?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a lot of the tokens, the measured movement is about 178%?
Yeah.
Again, like I said, Bitcoin moves, Ethereum moves, everything else moves. And when everything else moves, I'm guessing a lot of them are going to be around the 178% range. So again, minimal downside. We just met our most recent trend line, retested it, and it did act as some resistance. So we have some battling to do, but again, I'm not expecting too much of a battle from here before breaking up and getting up to the $115 range and just blasting and continuing to the upside. Because Dash has been down and just in a constant bear market for many years now, many years. People have endured the storm a lot. And the only reason I started buying Cash recently, or maybe a couple months ago, Dash and Zcash too at the same time, is because when Anvil and AMP go out to the crypto shows, right, the conventions and things like that, Dash and Zcash are rubbing elbows with them and congratulating them and trying to build and work with them, right? Dash is trying to be powered by Flexa, Zcash that just put out the Zashi wallet, I believe, Zushi wallet, however you say it, is powered by Flexa, which is powered by AMP, because
system.
We're providing the collateral staking AMP to the Zashi or Zushi, whatever the heck it's called, to that collateral pool. So it's just, you know, I want to support projects that support my favorite token.
I think one aspect that a lot of...
Switch it to you.
Yeah, I think one aspect that people in the Twitter community with AMP and all those cryptos, especially with Flex, is that a lot of it, you know, it might not even be the team that bring out the product, right? They might just rub elbows with the right person and, you know, networking. Like, you're just gonna take that right person that they meet that sees their project for what it is and it sees all the potential in it, and it could just blow up. It just, because they, you know, they are doing a lot of legwork, going to all these events, the shows, setting up their booths and talking to these other people in the financial industries, and it's just a matter of time to meet the right person that's going to help them out, and this could be, you know, $1 billion company pretty soon. I mean, there's one of the few projects that actually has use case that you can use right now in the real world.
Right.
They have a project, they have something to show for, not like Huck to a coin.
True.
Not, I mean,
he's locked in on the Huck to it.
I love bitcoins, okay, but you know, we have this channel for a reason. We're trying to help people, you know, make some progress in the crypto market and kind of play, you know, give you some good advice, not financial advice, but, you know, give you an idea what happens in the market, especially as this Crypto Poppy has so much experience in the market and he's helping us all out. And so far, everything he's told me to do, things that all the predictions that he's made towards, you know, with me and told me about, they have come through. It just, you know, it was a matter of just waiting. It took a long time. Imagine listening to somebody telling you to buy something that keeps going down in price, keeps going down in price. And I got numb to it. I just kept on doing it, and it's finally paid off. You know, just consistency. Consistency.
Dollar cost averaging.
Dollar cost averaging. All right, let me. I'm gonna get back to the screen real quick. I'm kind of trying to show that video. I'm gonna do the display capture. Let's see. It should be good. Okay, check the live stream, Drew. Is it showing the YouTube website?
A little behind.
Huh? I was a little behind. Is it showing the website? Or hold on, I know what it is. Hold on. Yeah, let me. How about now? Is it showing the website?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me see. Make sure it's sound playing. I'm gonna play it now. Is there sound, Drew? You can't hear it? Hold on, let's see. Can you hear it? Hold on, let's see.
Before we dive in, I'd like to say that much of what I'm going to discuss today has been known since the inception of Flexa and AMP. But with recent developments, it's the perfect time to give newcomers a complete picture of the inception of Flexa.
All right, guys.
We'll be talking about
we're gonna play this video for you guys, and it's like I said, from I'm Appreciator on X. I'll post this information on the description. Anyways, he talked about what Flexa does and what AMP has to do with it, which was a great video, and I wanted you guys to check it out. And after we watch this video, we'll get back to the charts and we'll start doing some technical analysis on one of the on YouTube. AMP coin has been getting very popular so far. That's one of our AMP YouTube videos have been getting a lot of views, so which is great for us. All right, let me get back to the video.
Before we dive in, I'd like to say that much of what I'm going to discuss today has been known since the inception of Flexa and AMP, but with recent developments, it's the perfect time to give newcomers a complete picture of what's really being built here. We'll be talking about AMP, but I want to start the video by talking about the current legacy system and provide valuable historical examples of what happens when efficiency meets scalability. Imagine this. Every second of every day, 2 to 3.5% of all global commerce simply vanishes, not into thin air, but to a complex web of middlemen, banks, and payment processors. This isn't some small inefficiency. We're talking about trillions of dollars in pure friction, extracted from merchants and put on the backs of consumers like you and me. To understand why this matters, let's break down how payments actually work today. When you tap your card or phone, you're not actually moving any money. You're initiating a complex sequence that involves multiple parties, each adding time and cost to the process. Your transaction information moves from card networks to banks, through payment processors and settlement layers, with each step introducing potential points of failure. This complexity isn't free. The 2 to 3.5% fee isn't just one simple charge. It's layers of extraction, with each intermediary taking their own portion. For merchants, this creates a significant burden that ultimately gets passed on to every consumer through higher prices. Beyond the direct fees, the system creates massive inefficiencies. Merchants wait days to receive their money, losing valuable operating capital. Fraud costs the industry billions annually because the system relies on passing around sensitive payment information. Chargebacks plague small businesses, often forcing them to maintain cash reserves just in case. But here's where it gets really interesting. Markets always choose efficiency. It's not just a trend, it's mathematical law. Throughout history, whenever something significantly more efficient comes out, adoption becomes inevitable. Taxis dominated for decades because they were the most efficient solution available. Then Uber introduced a model that removed massive amounts of friction. No more calling dispatch, no more uncertain waiting times, and no more fumbling around with your payment. The efficiency gain of this was so significant that even with all the protests and all the resistance from the taxi drivers and the legacy system of that case, transportation, it still dominated. Or look at how we consume entertainment now. Blockbuster's model seemed unbeatable in the 90s, until Netflix created a fundamentally more efficient system. First, through mail delivery, then through streaming. They eliminated the friction of physical stores, late fees, and limited selection. The efficiency advantage was so compelling that it transformed an entire industry. Now let's dive into how Flexa has completely reimagined payments. Instead of running transactions through a maze of middlemen, Flexa created something revolutionary. A way to move your value directly from your wallet to the merchant's bank account. In the traditional system, your payment information jumps between multiple companies. Each handoff exposes your data to potential fraud, takes time, and adds costs. Merchants pay those 2.5 to 3.5% fees, wait days for settlement, and live with the constant risk of chargebacks. Flexa turns this entire model on its head. Your payment moves directly to the merchant's bank. The fee drops to 1%. Settlement happens instantly. And because of how the system is designed, fraud and chargebacks become mathematically impossible. Let's make this concrete. For a business doing $1 billion in annual sales, the current system costs them over $25 million in fees alone. Then add the losses from fraud, the cost of special hardware, and the impact of waiting days for their money. With Flexa, the same business pays $10 million total. They get their money instantly, they never worry about fraud, they don't worry about chargebacks, and they can use their existing payment systems. That's a $15 million improvement straight to their bottom line. Now, this is what I believe to be the most fascinating part of this whole project. Behind Flexa's system is AMP, a token specifically designed to make all of this possible. Every transaction needs collateral to guarantee instant settlement. When you make a payment, AMP tokens are automatically locked as collateral. The merchant gets instant certainty, the transaction settles, and the AMP returns to the pool for the next transaction. The 1% fee gets bought off of the open market on exchanges such as Coinbase or Binance, and instead of being put into the pockets of a handful of individuals, gets redistributed back to the stakers that are supplying the collateral to the network. I'd also like to note that the founder of Flexa, Tyler Spalding, mentioned in a past interview that 0% fees are attainable if a merchant decides to supply their own collateral in their own pool. So think about what that could mean for a huge company like Walmart or Target or Amazon. 0% fees. All the money that they're charging goes directly to them. As the network grows, something really amazing happens. More transactions need more collateral. This means more AMP tokens need to be bought and staked. As more tokens get staked, it creates an automatic supply squeeze. To really hammer this in, each and every transaction that passes through the network automatically buys AMP off of the open market and distributes it back to the holders, taking more AMP out of circulation and into the hands of long-term holders. Think about what this means for the payment industry. Netflix made Blockbuster obsolete, email replaced letters, and Uber made taxis irrelevant. Each represented a 10x improvement in efficiency. But what Flexa enables is potentially a 100x improvement. Global commerce with zero friction. Zero. Instant settlement anywhere in the world, no more currency barriers, universal payment acceptance. This is true financial inclusion. I mean, right now we're really seeing the future unfold. The Zcash integration is just the first wallet to go live, with many more looking to integrate in the coming weeks or next couple of months, hopefully. I'll leave it up to you to guess why Base adopted Flexa's logo and has been using very similar language in their posts about payments. At the end of the day, this all comes down to efficiency. No major player will be able to compete long-term while paying 2 to 3.5% more than their competitors using Flexa. I know I said this video isn't about price, but consider this. XRP reached $3.40 in 2017, a 63,000% increase based purely on speculation. No working product, no real adoption, just speculation. Now, 7 years later, it's pumping past, right now, $2.40 without any real adoption. Now look at AMP, same supply metrics, but with the working infrastructure, patent protection, real merchant adoption, live integrations, and major partnerships, and it's still under a penny. For those just discovering this, you're not late, you're early. But understand, this isn't about speculation. The efficiency revolution does not ask permission. It just becomes inevitable.
Through the turmoil in the tinfoil, I can wait my early light. I can see when the darkness, and I'm running through.
All right, guys, that was great. That was a great video by Appreciator on YouTube. Go check him out. Let me see. Show you one more time. I'll show you his page one more time. Appreciator on YouTube. Go follow this guy. Subscribe to his channel if you're interested in more AMP information. He has 2 more videos on AMP that are great. They're just a little bit long, and we just got a lot of TA to do still. But I wanted to show you guys this video so you guys get an idea what potential AMP has. You know, they don't do a lot of marketing stuff. They do a little bit, but not as much as they should to actually push the product out as much as possible. But I'm sure that, you know, they're working on it and they want to sort everything out before they start pushing it themselves. But that's what we're here for. The community pushes it a lot, and that's what we talk about it all the time. That's what we're making, you know, videos about it, posting about it on X. And another thing that I wanted to do, if you guys, the AMP community on X, if you guys really want to push this coin out there for other people to see, we gotta centralize a little bit. I know that goes against the crypto ethos about decentralized, but we gotta centralize. And what I was thinking, maybe if I'm able to head this, when big crypto YouTubers are online doing their show, we could just go in there and spam their chat. Be respectful, but hey, check out AMP is up 100 and something % for the year. Check out AMP, but like just doing that multiple times, and they see 20 people doing it, it's gonna start calling people's attention, and they're gonna start going towards it. Like, why are there so many people talking about it? You know, but make genuine message on there, talk about it, like be serious about it, because you don't want to seem like spam, because that happens a lot. But anyways, that was that for that video for AMP and my little talk about it. Now let's get back to the charts and let's see what Crypto Poppy has going on AMP right now. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, so AMP paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame, data coming from Coinbase. We could just look at the chart. I know I have a messy chart, but just look at, we've done nothing but melt to the downside, right? Since it was listed on Coinbase June 7th, 2021, we just bounced around slightly, right? We did make a nice little movement here, but just straight melted, sideways movement, melted, and then we've just been doing nothing but for 2.5 years going sideways consolidation before a little bit of a relief pump, which was a awesome sight, awesome thing to be a part of, especially when we've done nothing but buy consistently through this sideways consolidation and bear market. So nice relief pump, but then throughout the rest of the year, because that happened in March 11th, 2024, so March of this year, and we just melted down, went sideways, melted down, went sideways, melted down, then just consistently went sideways till now we're in December 2024 and we've put in our movement. So Fibonacci's are showing us a couple things, right? I have it from the candle body top here on March 28th, 2022, then wick down here on October 16th, 2023. That's the Fibonacci that we're going with, more so a Fibonacci extension because there's not too much data. So a big movement, we need to break that previous high from March earlier this year. So we do need to get to our 618 fib level at 0.017. Then from there we have the 78.6 at 0.022. And again, those, if we're going to break this Fibonacci, we're going straight through this one. So AMP doesn't have much limiting it from the upside. From current price up to about the mid 4 cents, there's not too much price action, but definitely when we get into the 4.5 cents and above, all the way up to about 6.5 cents, we have a lot of candle bodies, we have a lot of wicks, so that will definitely in the future be a form of resistance. Let me zoom out real fast. Oh no, John's trick right here. So here, extend it to the right. Okay. So this was drawn first touch point here, July 19th, 2021. Second touch point is either September 20th, 2021 or October 25th, 2021, and the line is just extended. Let me lock it in place. So potentially we could use this in the future, right? Like Bitcoin, when some of the lines that I've drawn there, it's like, oh, why would I keep that on my chart? It was drawn so long ago. Price was down so low, and then before you know it, well, not really before you know it because it's been years, but when we really start moving to the upside and then we come up and meet that trend line that was drawn from 2021, you say, wow, I can't believe that something from so long is playing a part in where price is potentially going to go, and when we get there it's acting as a resistance. So AMP has nothing but, I shouldn't say nothing. AMP has a majority of upside potential compared to downside. From current price to break our previous high, that's about 62%. So it still needs to move a decent amount to the low 2 cents, 103%, to our red box, roughly in the middle of the red box, 228%. I mean, to get up to the 4 cent range where we could really find some resistance, start to incur some resistance, 314%. So AMP, I would say, again, the trend is your friend. We're doing nothing but starting to potentially make a parabolic movement, and let's measure that from the past couple of weeks, right where we broke out before we started to move. So in the past month, we're already up 200%, right? So nothing but upside movement with AMP. AMP, again, is difficult to do analysis on just solely because look at the weekly chart, right? That's our weekly chart. From these highs of around 12 cents, 12.5 cents, and nothing but just melted down, sideways consolidation movement, and we're just waiting for a big green candle to come in, multiple big green candles to come in to start propelling us to the upside, to challenge our all-time highs at around the mid 12 cents, to break it. Let's go. Let's do what XRP did. Let's go to 18 cents, 25 cents before we really start to get a rejection back down to the downside. So AMP, favorite token, favorite investment, huge bags. I love AMP, and I can't wait to start to see this coin really start to turn and get the recognition it deserves.
And, you know, AMP really tested our patience because
turn and get the recognition
sorry about that. Checking our live stream. You know, AMP was the one that tested our patience for such a long time. We've been just buying it up. Now that we bought for such a long time, once this move came in, it was a massive move for our bags because we've just been holding for such a long time that our average cost for the coin has been so low, which is great for us.
Yeah, and we started buying at 6 cents.
Oh boy, man, if we wouldn't know what was going to happen. I wish I would have had more money to buy some more when it got down to the, what is it, 14 cents range?
No,
right?
0.0014, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was, yes, that, not 14 cents, sorry. We're talking small numbers here, guys, but that's pretty much it for AMP. It's a good project, we love it. It's been on a downtrend for such a long time. It's been building up pressure, and now we're just waiting for it to pop. The community is going strong. Hopefully, once it pops, it's gonna be trending on X, because the first time it went to that 1 penny, it was going nuts on trend. It was trending on X. Everybody heard about it, and there's a lot more eyes on it, definitely. So we've got a lot of good things coming from AMP, and hopefully they'll keep coming. All right, so let's go through the next ones. So the next one we got, let's take a look back at Fetch AI.
All right, Fetch AI. Let me put a mark on where price is at when we streamed.
Also, please take some time to subscribe, like this video, comment down below. Make sure that we want to know that you're watching. Type 1 in the chat. Herman Lopez, thanks for your time and answering our questions, guys. No problem, Herman Lopez. We appreciate you tuning in, taking time out of your day to watch us talk about magic digital coins.
True. I'm trying to
create money out of thin air. Can you believe that?
Right.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
No, I didn't end up saving Fetch. Let me go look.
I can't save a lot of my account because I don't have the pay version.
No, this is mine.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, you should. That's one of the perks, right? You could have
you could as many as you want.
Oh, yeah. So we're just waiting on that, guys. Type in the chat, how was your day? Have you guys been watching football today or what? Who's your guys' favorite team? Type it in the chat.
Oh, get in there, Pony.
Come on, Pony. Get in there, Pony. Who's your favorite team, Pony? The Raiders?
Yeah. All right, so Fetch AI, here we are.
All right, so Crypto Poppy found the chart for Fetch AI. We're gonna take a look at it and let's see how we're doing so far.
All right, let's plot a Fibonacci together since I didn't save the last one. Swing high at $3.79 roughly. Swing low right here at this red candle, which is August 5th, 2024, and I'm just going to extend it out because I'll save this one. All right, let's lock it into place. Looks halfway decent to me. You can see a little bit of movement in our Fibonacci. Any trend lines that pop out to me on the weekly time frame? I guess we could do one from the top. Let's add a little trend line here. Second touch point is right here, but that's just a crazy trend line to the downside. Okay, so you can see Fetch AI, we did have a nice little run up, which started on February 5th, 2024. We can measure that. So from that swing low to the swing high, it only took 4 days, or excuse me, 4 weeks, so 1 month, and it was 500% to the upside. Currently,
good movement.
True. Currently, from the past, let's say, month and a half, to current price, swing high. So 5 weeks, it's up 94%. So just about 100%. So it looks like it has good movement coming in. Fetch AI could expect it to come back to the mid 2 cents, $2.41 before facing slight resistance, but it doesn't look like it should be too bad. That is a lot of candle body closures within that range, so we might get a slight rejection off of that, but I do expect, given current market trends, that it should just continue to the upside. But again, This movement, I know that was about a 94% movement. The movement really hasn't been put in again until Ethereum has started to move. So Fetch AI again, I saved the chart this time. I'm going to mark where we're talking about it at. Horizontal ray. Price action was here. So when we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, price action was probably down in like the mid $1 range, and we're currently at, whoops. We are currently at, what's that, $2.08?
Yeah.
So it's looking good. Looks like a lot of potential for the upside. Let's switch over to the daily time frame just so we have a little bit more to work with, see what we're looking at. No real trend lines. We've got our trend line that we drew on the weekly time frame. You can see our 2 touch points here. Broke above it, got rejected, broke above it, retested it slightly before starting to move from there. So a valid trend line, but you would like to see the movement to the upside occur right after retesting it to the downside. And we kind of went sideways slightly, but it's still good movement on Fetch AI. I'm trying to see, nothing really is catching my eye looking at the daily time frame.
Put in a box around the 2.5 price range, since there's a lot of action going on that area.
True, I could find a red box of resistance. So real quick, before I draw the red box, I just saw right here.
Big old
And I
wick
can't
at the
get it
bottom.
perfect. Yeah, so I'm looking at this green wick here from March 5th, 2024. Second touch point is the red wick, April 13th, 2024, and just extending it out. Getting it to touch the best that we can. You could see the 2 touch points, got to it, melted below it. So we're going to expect to build up to retest it as resistance to the upside. And again, that is lining up a little bit with breaking that most recent high. So again, I would say that there's decent upside potential for Fetch AI. If we were to look for a red box of resistance / support, again, I'm looking all in here, and that boy Pony's trying to get comfy. Let's get our red box. So I want to look, I'm looking at the top of this red wick from roughly March 3rd, 2024, the top of that, extend it out, and then just see where my eye goes. Looking to the upside and to the downside. So we could do it from the bottom of this red candle body, which is on May 15th, 2024. Let's lock that into place. That looks pretty good to me. And we just have it extended out here. So if we were to have a red box of resistance, now was resistance, was support in the past, so that's a strong level in my mind. We're above it, so I mean, Fetch AI, again, it's potentially, as long as the weekly closes and the Sunday at 5 p.m., as long as the weekly closes above the red box of resistance, we may come down to retest it as support, but more than likely, the trend is your friend, and Bitcoin is it's moving, and we're waiting for Ethereum to put in its move. So Fetch AI looks good, and I'm saving it to the chart.
Awesome, perfect. Let me see if I can show you the stats now.
Okay.
Let's see, there we go. This is what I wanted to do. It was just messing up. But yeah, so there we got the stats for Fetch AI. Market cap 5.08 billion. Fully diluted market cap 5.67 billion. Volume, 24-hour volume, 1 billion. So it's a lot of volume, right?
Yep.
Circulating supply, 2.44 billion. Total supply, 2.72 billion. Max supply, 2.72.
Nice.
All-time high, $3.47. And it's ranked 35. Okay. It's in the top 100. All right, that's nice.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know that, so that's good. I guess Fetch AI looks pretty damn good right now, right?
Yeah, so I would say, again, nothing but upside potential with minimal downside potential. If it's something that you've dollar cost averaged in over the past couple years, and you didn't take any profit on this 500% movement, I would say maybe bite that bullet and hold on a little bit longer, because price should be above that swing high here at about the mid $3 range. So hang tight, be patient for Fetch AI, and the sky is the limit.
Looks great. Alrighty, awesome, guys. So that was Fetch AI. Good stuff there. We didn't know it was top 100 coin, right? We didn't know that. So anyways, the next one that we got on our pipeline is EOS. EOS is very popular on YouTube too. A lot of people have been talking about it on there. They're expecting it to go to $100. One of my comments has said so. Let's take a look at it and see if they're right. All right, EOS chart. You didn't save it last time either, huh?
Yeah. EOS I've had for a long time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
But again, price.
Oh, that's why you were so zoomed in. I didn't see everything else.
Right.
All righty.
Yeah. So EOS, just like the coin we just did, and we drew the trend line. EOS has the touch point here, December 21st, 2020. So an old, long time trend line. Second touch point, June 21st, 2021. And that trend line is just extended out. So you could see here, excuse me, when we do start moving, I mean, we're probably going to exceed and meet this trend line at an all-time high, if not very near previous all-time highs. And again, like, it's just humbling to zoom out and look at this chart, right? So you have the swing high here of about $15, right, occurred right here, roughly May 10th, 2021, and our swing low around 40 cents, 39 cents, 38 cents, somewhere here in 2024. So EOS, like everything else, it had a nice volatility, a lot of big movements, a pump to the upside before a multi-year bear market, and then again years of consolidation. So we're getting some life back in the market. Bitcoin's made its move. We're waiting for Ethereum. So when Ethereum starts to make its move, just look at all of the upside potential. EOS from the past month has already been up, what, 188% from current price of $1.37 to the red box where we need to fill some wicks over here, to the red box is another 105%, to the overall Fibonacci 618, 200%, and that would put it at about $4.12. So just so much upside potential with EOS with very minimal downside potential. This is another one where it's hard to do analysis on because we just went sideways for so many years. Our trend line to the upside is coming from literally 4 years ago. So when EOS starts to move, it's gonna move. It's going to be one of those that just shock you, just like Doge has done as of recently. XRP has done. It's going to be big candles to the upside. But again, it's going to take some money to move EOS. It'll take money having to flow into EOS. And I don't know the community that's around EOS. I don't know why someone would buy EOS over XRP, over what's Songbird, whatever. Yeah. So again, I fully expect EOS to move, but what amount of volume's coming into it? How much new money is coming into EOS? So, I mean, complete upside potential, a lot of upside potential. I wish I could say something different for EOS, but the chart looks super clean, super basic, and we just need to see candle bodies start to fill up the Fibonacci, our red boxes of resistance, before visiting our trend line.
All right, good. Let's check out the stats on EOS. See how it's looking. The market cap is 2.11 billion, fully diluted market cap, 2.9 billion. Volume, 24-hour volume is 1 billion, which is half of the market cap, which is good. Total supply, 2.10 billion, but max supply, we don't have a number on that, so we're looking at an infinite number here. So that's the downside, guys. One of the downsides on EOS, doesn't have a cap on their supply. Which is always that's not good for people that that want to increase their profits on a certain coin, because if they keep printing it out, they keep making coins, it's going to drive down the price. True. All-time high, $22.
Wow.
All-time high, $22. All-time low, 0.40 cents dollars. Oh, so almost like half a dollar.
Yeah, 40 cents.
Yeah, 40 cents. So yeah, the EOS has a lot of potential. Hey, I'm still in OS. I'm not in profit yet, but it's going back up there now. It's going back up there. We're almost at the baseline, but I'm not to worry about it. Everything else is in profit. I'm happy with it, so we're good on that. Anyways, let's check the next one that we have. Let me see. We have I'll tell you guys how much we have here. We have, so that was the OS. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5 more coins that we got to check out. Make sure to give you guys an update. The next one, another popular on YouTube, was Songbird SGB. Let's pull that up, sir, please.
All right, got it.
And I heard the BitTrue chart was the most accurate. BitTrue, BITRUE. That's the data.
Oh, gotcha.
The exchange, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
Songbird
SGB.
All right. So instead of starting on the daily, instead of starting on the weekly, we're gonna start on the daily, just to take a look here, get a little bit more data. You could see our trend line. First touch point was here, May 16th, 2022. Second touch point was right. Oh, maybe I did the top of the wick. No, right in here, which I did it on the weekly time frame, roughly September 28th, 2022, or the 27th. We came up and tried to retest the trend line before getting straight just rejected back down. And again, it's just steadily rejection, move sideways, build up a little bit before getting rejected back down. We did put in a nice little pump from down here. That was about, oh my goodness, almost 300% pump. Occurred last year in December, about this time last year. Again, moved a little bit of rejection, moved sideways, pumped back up again, broke those previous highs before just chop to the downside before we're starting to move now. Looks like we rejected down for a couple days, but today is green so far. Beautiful. So we did start moving up from November 14th, 2024. A lot of wicks to the upside. So that means price is coming up, but there's a lot of sellers, or maybe minimal sellers. I don't know all the, I don't remember all the numbers with SGB.
I'll pull them up.
So price comes up, but just gets rejected back down. Price comes up, gets rejected back down before we gradually start to build and break those sell walls of people, just more sellers than buyers, then more buyers than sellers. But then that flips, a little bit of a sell off here, and now we're starting to get bought back up. So the target on Songbird for the daily time frame would definitely be challenging these levels here of, the mid 2-cent range upwards to about 3 cents. But we have that trend line that's kind of propelling us. So again, a lot of upside potential, even though we moved on Songbird as of recently. But again, we need everything to start making its move. We need Ethereum to start playing catch up, just like I've been saying with every coin, before we really expect a movement to the upside. This is slightly too hard to do a Fibonacci, because it would really be a Fibonacci extension, and we're already getting that R1 movement would have already been in. So Songbird, if you're holding, I would say hold strong. If you need to take some profits, definitely take some profits, especially if it's up almost 300% over the near term small time frame. But again, I would say just be ready for the moonshot.
Let's take a look at the stats real quick again. So, self-reported, $186.87 million market cap, fully diluted market cap, 194.95 million, 24-hour volume, 2.36 million, self-reported circulating supply, 15.42 billion. Another, I don't like seeing this.
I know.
Max supply is infinite. I don't like it. But so far, the total supply is 16.01 billion. All-time high, 0.7 cents. And then all-time low is 0.0033717. So about, those, AMP went lower than that, but they wrote on the 0.003 for a while long.
Right, yeah.
And also at the price, what's it called? Songbird is at right now 0.01 cent. Yep. So that's where AMP is right in as well.
Pretty much, yeah.
So Songbird, it looks Good. We don't know too much about it, so trade at your own risk. All right, we're done with Songbird. The next one that we got in store for you guys is going to be Ren, another popular one on YouTube. Ren's gotten popular. You got it?
All right. No, not yet. Let me take a look. Here it is. All right, Ren, let's switch to the weekly time frame because we have more data with this one. Oh, I thought we did.
We are here doing some technical analysis on Ren, guys.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's just zoom out. We'll zoom in. Okay, so Ren, just like everything else, it came down in price, got back up, created an all-time high before just progressively getting smacked right back down. Slight relief rally to not even challenge anywhere near the highs, about halfway to the highs roughly, before getting slapped down in April 4th, 2022, and just bottomed out, and it's just been consolidating, moving sideways, and we have yet to put a move to the upside. So without drawing a fib or anything, all I did was plot a horizontal ray from the bottom of these candle wicks. First touch point is January 24th, 2022. Second touch point is February 21st, 2022. And again, the horizontal ray just plots it straight to the right. So we need price to start moving back up to the upside to come to the about 25 cents, you could say, for Ren. Currently at almost 5 cents, high 4 cent range. But again, there's not really any downside. You could say potentially down here to the low 3 cent range, which would be a pretty big drop from where price currently is at. But again, market conditions are bullish. So expect for Ren to start making a run up to the about 25 cent range, which would be huge from current price, right? It's not even at 5 cents. So it's high 4 cents to 25 cents would be about a 430% gain to the upside. And that's just starting, right?
Yeah.
When we get there, that baby would just start, that would just be a spot to fuel up before we would potentially look to start filling this wick in the 70 cent range. Then the next step up, you have these candle bodies in the 85 cent range before potentially breaking all-time highs and creating new all-time highs. So Ren, just like everything else, especially the past few coins we've looked at, pretty close to the bottom. It's all-time low, relatively close to it, and just nothing but upside potential. You have almost a 500% potential, a 500% gain potential just to get to our horizontal ray to start challenging to get into some resistance levels. So Ren, everything's looking good with Ren. So it just needs to start turning and making some gains.
Awesome. So that's Ren, guys. It's still down a lot. They just need to start moving, and I mean, Ethereum hasn't moved yet, so maybe hopefully after Ethereum starts moving, that starts pushing Ren to the upside. All right.
Different charger.
What? That charger?
Me and Drew have the new iPhones.
Oh, damn it. It's okay.
John's about to have some technical difficulties.
I know I am. No, it's my phone that's dying. I just wanted to charge it real quick. Whatever. Anyways, that's that. Ren. It's looking okay. We'll see how it moves, but it should look fine in the next weeks coming up. All right, guys. The next one we got PolySwarm NCT. Go ahead. You got that out?
No, I'm putting plotting it to where price is at when we're talking about it.
Alrighty. NCT.
All right, good night. We're losing Drew.
Yeah, we're losing one of our co-producers here. All right, Drew, have a good night.
All right, so NCT paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame data coming from Coinbase. NCT has made a good movement to the upside over the past couple weeks. You see our Fibonacci drawn from March 11th, 2024, bottom of the Fibonacci extension, August 5th, 2024, and it's just extended out. So we came down, bounced off the bottom. 236 was a little bit of resistance before we started to move up to the upside, and you could see we tried to hit that 61.8 at about the high 3-cent range, getting more sellers than buyers. It was probably filling someone's sell limit right there. And then now we're starting to make a movement back up to the upside. NCT, we have our red box here of resistance, which is really meant to fill this wick over here. In January 24th, 2022, just have it extended out because eventually that wick needs to be filled. So from current price to let's take a look, to the 78.6 at about the 4.5% range, 4.5 cent range is about 60%. To the trend line currently would be 132%. Top of the red box, 141%. So a lot of upside potential on NCT, and that would take it to about 7 cents, the high 6 cents range. So I mean, if you're swing trading NCT, potentially not financial advice, 140% away from having some big juicy sell limits filled. I know a few people that may have it around that level. So NCT is looking good. When NCT moves, it moves. You can see these crazy wicks to the upside. Crazy wicks, crazy wicks, crazy wick. We have another crazy wick. It just gets slapped down a lot because NCT has a smaller circulating supply, smaller, so it takes less money to really move the price of NCT. So when NCT moves, it moves, but it typically doesn't sustain those pumps very well.
Got it, yeah. The market cap on this is 52 million, about 53 million. Circulating supply is 1.89 billion. The max supply is 1.89, and the total supply is 1.89. So all the coins that they have, they're on rotation right now. And the all-time high for it is 0.17 cents, and the all-time low is 0.00062 cents. So, well, there you have it, guys. NCT is looking good. Hopefully we'll be taking profit on that soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. All right, guys. Next, what we got next for you guys, we got two more to cover. We got Compound is the next one. Compound Comp. Another one with a low market cap, right? Not low market cap.
Circulating supply, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, big time.
Big time. Right.
Okay, so comp from the last time we did analysis, it did come up to retest our trend line.
Yes.
But it was slapped down as resistance. So comp is looking good. When we did the analysis, comp was probably around $50, maybe slightly under, slightly above, give or take about $5. So comp, a big one here. It needs to fill this wick that I have drawn here. I need to unlock it and try to get it to where I could move it sideways. And I
zoom in a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see, just a second here.
There you go.
Let's lock it back up. So with comp, again, we're looking at the weekly time frame. We need to get back up here to around $171, up to about $174, and that'll be, you know, filling the wick, and it'll be creating a recent high once we break that level. But again, comp has already made a very nice movement. Let me measure it real fast. So the past couple of weeks, let's see where we are. Trying to line it up here. So the past month, we're up 231%.
Yes, we are.
So it's been a beautiful movement, slight resistance, and that resistance is coming from our trend line back here. First touch point, November 2nd, 2020. Second touch point, February 21st, 2022, and that trend line was just extended out. So again, facing a little bit of resistance, but it's to be expected, especially after a big movement like that. For comp, the next target on the table is about the low $170 range. Once comp breaks that level, I mean, the sky is the limit. Literally, probably retest these levels here of about $341. So again, we need to get above this trend line currently. We're only a couple percent away from the trend line. We did break above it this current week, and I mean, that'll propel us to some all-time, maybe not all-time highs, because the coin did have a crazy all-time high, almost $1,000, $915. So we're definitely quite a ways from there, but I fully expect comp to at least be back over the $170 range relatively soon.
Awesome. Well, that's comp for you guys. I mean, my comp bag's looking good. We've been taking profits on that one as well. A lot of gains made on that so far. But before we move on, I do have a question in the chat before we go to the last one. So the question is from Crystal is, what is the best advice you can give to someone who is brand new to crypto?
Brand new to crypto, just do your research. Look at all these different coins, especially that we're exposing to on this chat. Look at all these different coins. Look at comp. Why is comp valued at $117 right now versus why is NCT at whatever it is, 3 cents or 2.5 cents, whatever it may be. Try to look at things like, okay, the ones that are valued a lot lower have a bigger circulating supply, have a bigger coins that don't exist compared to comp. They have fewer coins in circulation are capped. Just do your research, look at them, play with the charts, look at the weekly time frame, look what's different with the weekly time frame versus the daily time frame. Understand the way that the data is collected on TradingView to be able to do chart work. Don't take advice from random friends that you may have or random people in general. If they're not, knowledgeable, they're just buying meme coins and just want to get rich quick. That typically rarely happens. Just develop your skills in the type of investor and trader that you want to be. Go in with a plan. You want to be a swing trader, a day trader, a long-term investor. Manage your bankroll. If you have $100, don't buy $100 worth of a coin all at once. Buy $50 all at once. Ladder in the rest of the $50. So like if you were buying comp, if you were buying $100 worth of comp, just maybe put in $50 right now at $116. Then you could put $10 in here at $90. Put in $15 at $80, so on and so forth. So you're laddering your buys in, and then you'll also do that with yourselves. You ladder yourselves out. You don't want to get all in at once, and you don't want to get all out at once. So it just takes time and attention. It took me years to learn what I know today. Multiple years.
And that's what he made it look so easy. He just goes on there, looks at the chart. He's looked at so many charts that he has an idea what to look for, what trends are he's planning out, the charts and all that. And just what I like to put ourselves on is that we've been saying the same trends for years. We'll go back into our channel. We got all the videos that we posted. We have not changed the channel. We're just talking about the same things. The same things on that is that he's doing it this whole time. We're just in different markets, and it just happens to be that. Because it's popular again, everything's pumping up. So, now our track record is going to show that we know what we're doing here. Just a matter of time. This channel is going to value, just like AMP, we're coming on our crypto coins. I believe we have good information. That's why I decided to put out this information for crypto coins, because if we were going to him, he would just enjoy his life and not do any type of work like this, not be able to things all night with just taking content, So I'm the one probably wasn't saying what in my own. So sorry about that too. Let's see. Can you check out the chat real quickly? Let's check it. I'm checking out audio right now. Audio quality. Just making sure we're good. Let's see. Can you check out the chat real quick? There's a little muffled. I'm checking out audio right now. Turn out the videos. I don't know why that is. Things are a little bit locals. We're almost done either way, so let me turn this down a little bit. Come on now. Does it sound better now? I think it was a little up too high. How does it sound now? Does it sound better? We're almost done either way, so check. 1, 2. Mic check. Look if they try to get quiet. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what it is, honestly.
It's pretty bad too.
It's pretty bad. Oh yeah, I don't know why. I mean, let's see over here. Oh yeah, I don't know why. I mean, let's do it right here. How about now? Does it sound too bad right now? How does it sound right now? Oh yeah, it sounds.
No, that sounds better.
Okay, all right. Well, we're just gonna finish it out, guys. Thank you for letting us know, Chris Torres. It's been a long time, so let's just finish it out. And the last one, let me. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
it sounds a little better now. Yeah. So just the volume was a little too high, so I put it down a little bit. Hopefully that sounds much better. Thank you, Chris Torres. We're gonna have you in the show more often.
Chris, if you're the one that asked that question about being a new investor, message me on Instagram, CryptoPoppy_Mike, and I'll give you the homework that I gave to some of my other friends.
I know. Sorry, I've been doing this.
That didn't complete their homework, and it'll just expose you. I just ask a couple questions. Those questions have multiple parts to them, and that'll give you more insight about how I think and how I look into some projects. If you want some homework, just message me.
All right, so let's get back to it. Let's see, the last but not least is going to be Polymesh, POLYX. Used to be Polymath.
Polymesh.
Which is kind of weird because Polymath's still trading, but
that is crazy.
Yeah, even though they told us we're going to be in an on-ramp to something else.
True.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're in POLYX now, so all right, you pull up the chart.
All right, so we're good to go on Polymesh weekly time frame. Data is coming from crypto.com. You can see here again, it's not too much to work with because we are slightly range bound, but we have been bouncing around a little bit. We're progressively making this a little bit of highs. Trend line I drew last stream, first touch point November 29th, 2021. Second touch point March 25th, 2024, and just have that extended out. So before we could expect any real movement to the upside, we do need to break this trend line, possibly come back down and retest it before really putting a good move in. But I mean, it looks halfway decent. I'm curious on what that movement is. So from the lows there to current price, that's still 100% movement. So price is looking good for Polymesh. If it's definitely going to give you some hope because it's up 100%, but we still need to make that movement, and we have our horizontal ray, which is drawn from back here. It just has a lot of wicks and candle bodies going through it. That is lining up with our trend line. So if we are to meet that relatively soon, within the next couple of weeks, expect Polymesh to be in the 7-cent range. Other than that, there's not too much to do because the Fibonacci really would be kind of hard to do with the swing high way up there to the swing low here. You could potentially do an extension, but it's not going to line up right. Then we really can't draw trend lines from the bottom, right? That would be one touch point, 2 touch points, but we already broke through it. I guess we could draw it. Let's draw a trend line and see how it looks. So first touch point here, June 21st, 2021. Second touch point here, which is May 9th, 2022, and I'm doing John's technique. Let's extend it to the right. Okay. So you could see here, I mean, it's definitely playing a part, and you can see we'll be forming some type of wedge pattern too with our trend line to the top and our trend line to the bottom potentially. So yeah, I would expect price, if it doesn't just get up here then start making its moonshot, we could potentially bounce within this before breaking to the upside. But again, like everything else we talked about, once Ethereum puts its move in and this really starts moving, this is probably not going to bounce within this within these two trend lines, because again, we're on the weekly time frame. That would be months and months and months of price action, over a year of moving within the trend. So I fully expect Polymesh, just like every other altcoin, once the bull market catches up with Polymesh, I fully expect us to start putting in some highs. And again, we need to take out this high, this green wick here, which is $1.65. But I mean, really, candle bodies, the only other candle bodies above that would be an all-time high for candle bodies would be about at $1.07. So really, once we break that, the sky's the limit. Is this the coin that went up to 13,000? Jesus Christ!
That was the glitch. Somebody left a comment on that video last time that they thought they were millionaires when they woke up and saw that.
No, that's no glitch. That's real. It just didn't sell in time. It didn't sell in time.
This is insane, guys. I mean,
14,000. 14,000, and it's at 40 cents.
Bitcoin, okay, guys?
Hey, Pony's ready to get into it. You ready to buy some Polymesh?
Put for 13,000 limits.
True.
Glitch again.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what happened with PolyX. There's some potential on there.
Yeah, so definitely great upside potential with 13,000, but realistically, if we saw what the numbers were, circulating supply and things like that, would have a better guesstimation, because you would take those numbers and just find cryptos with similar numbers to that to see where price could potentially go. But I mean, for the short term, it's up 100% already with hundreds of percentages on the table. So nothing but a lot of upside movement with minimal downside. So a lot of reward versus a little bit of risk on Polymesh.
Okay, well, yeah, that's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad, guys. Polymesh is another one of my bags too. It's not there. I'm not in profit on that one yet, but pretty soon I'll be, hopefully.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. Well, okay, let me check my notes real quick before we move on to the next thing. And I think, yeah, that was it, guys. That was pretty much it. If you guys are still in the live chat, if you guys have any other questions before we go ahead. We'll give you a couple of minutes. Hope you guys enjoy all this technical analysis. We're trying to do it, if not once a week, every other week, just to stay up to date with the market, since everything's moving so fast. And we want to keep you guys updated so you guys know if you guys are thinking you don't know where to take profits, because that's going to be the hardest thing for people right now. It's going to be to know when to exit and your coins when you're in profit, because once you see that green go up and up and up, you're not gonna want to stop seeing that, so you're just gonna keep letting it ride,
right?
Like myself right now. So
yeah, that's
as soon as we get off this live stream, we're gonna pop my sell limits on some of my bags, so I just lock in that profit and we trade safely here. Let me see if there's anything on the chat, Pony, that you see. I don't see anything else either. Chris Torres, thank you for letting us know about the sound problem that we were having earlier, but I think that was just for part of the stream, right? It wasn't the whole stream. Hopefully not.
No, yeah,
I don't think so. Yeah, somebody. We use Coinbase for trading. That's a platform that we use, Chris Torres. We don't really like to use anything else. I have other platforms. I have Kraken. That's where I keep my rent, because it will just continue on Coinbase. Because they were involved with FTX somehow. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if FTX owns some part of their company. I don't know. So there was some fishy stuff that was going on. I don't know if it was directly.
Alameda.
Yeah, it was Alameda. Yeah, they were related to Alameda, and Alameda was related to FTX, which both went bankrupt. Which both went bankrupt. But I had to move my rental location into Kraken, and also my PolyX when the on ramp from Polymath to PolyX came on. Coinbase is continuing Polymath, and also they don't trade PolyX, so I had to move my Polymath into a wallet, and then from the wallet swap it for the PolyX, and then I have my PolyX into crypto.com. The only thing I don't like about those platforms is that they charge higher fees than Coinbase, which and sucks, but we're probably just gonna have to bite that bullet and just sell on that and take, even though it's gonna be high fees, it's still gonna be good profit either way. Yes, the platform that we use for storage is Coinbase.
Coinbase wallet.
Coinbase wallet, Coinbase wallet. We love the exchange because it's a publicly traded company. They're based out of San Francisco, right? Still,
Yep.
They're based out of San Francisco, so it's an American company. And I don't know how true this is gonna be, but Trump did mention that any crypto company based out of America, he was not gonna do capital gains tax on any crypto that was created here in America. So
Right.
that's AMP. That's one of them. XRP is an American company too, right?
Yep.
XRP, Solana, Litecoin. Is Solana an American company? I'm not sure.
That I don't know.
Litecoin is an American company, so all some of the big names in crypto are American companies. So if you hold some bags, hopefully as soon as Trump takes office, we get that law into place, and man, it's gonna be insane if we don't have to pay capital gains taxes on our crypto gains, that would just be great. But anyways, guys, if you guys haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're at 424 subscribers so far today, which is great. We're almost to 500. We're trying to get there before the end of the year. I don't think I have anything else to say. Do you want to say anything else?
That's it.
That's it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate your time. Until next video, let me log out of here before. Let's play some music for you guys. Let's get out of here. Bye-bye, guys.